Okay, the way we're going to do this is I will read a page of the book as if I were the student, and then I want you to pause the video and think and talk through what you would say to prompt that student. And then you can hit play again, and I will say what I think my prompt would be. So this is going to require some quick pausing on your part, okay? Quick pausing so you can stop the video and you actually try to come up with the prompt before you move forward, okay? All right, here we go.
Okay, the next book we're going to read is The Big Cat. I will point and read, and then after I read a page, pause the video, think about what you would say to prompt that student, and then we'll move forward. The big cat plays with yarn.
Okay, pause. What would you say? Okay, I would say every time you see a word, you have to say a word. This page says the big cat plays. I'm going to point on top and you point underneath and we'll read it together. Every time we see a word, we say a word. Here we go. The big cat plays. Did it match? That's what good readers do. They make it match. Okay, next page.
A big cat hides.
Okay, we're going after the known word the. So I would say, show me the word the, and then I would ask the student to read the whole sentence. You could also go after it being a little bit more tricky. The child said, a big cat hides. You could say, show me the word a, and then it's not going to be there, and they'll have to fix that word up. So either way, that would work.
A big kitten eats.
Okay, we've got two problems on that page. They read a and kitten. I'm going to go after a here. All right. Show me the word a. It's not there. What's that word? So I could go after the known word. If you wanted to go after kitten here, what we could try to do is get the child to think about the picture and that first letter. Now the trick is kitten and cat start with the same sound, even though not the same first letter. So I might do this as that cross-checking piece. If I was doing cross-checking, I could say, what's this story about? What is this character? If they said kitten, I could say, it could be cat or it could be kitten. What would you expect to see at the beginning of the word cat? See? Find cat. Cat. Now read the whole thing. The big cat eats. So either way, I'm getting them to think about the first letter.
The big cat locks.
Okay, so the student is saying a word that isn't a real word. So we can say, you said the big cat locks. Does that make sense? Let's think about the story. There's the cat, and he's just looking out the window there. Let's think about the story and let's try that again. The big cat, and we hope they get to that looks piece. We're not going to ask a A to C reader to look all the way through this word because they probably just know letter name stage phonics features, and the OO abstract vowel isn't a letter name stage phonics feature. That's an abstract within word stage phonics pattern. So we're going to have to use the picture and that first letter to get after that word.
The big cat hangs.
Hangs for climbs. I'm going to use that first letter. So I would say something like, check this first letter. What sound does that make? So I want you to think about the story. And when you get here, I want you to get your mouth ready, make that sound, and I bet the word will pop into your head. Let's see. Ready? The big cat coal, and I'm going to give them the first two sounds, subarticulate that, and hopefully that pops right into their head.
The big cat pounces.
Pounces for runs. So I'm going to have to get after that at the first letter. And so I could say something like this. What's that sound right there? I want you to think about that, think about the story, and when you get to this word, I want you to make that first sound, and I bet the word will pop into your head. Let's do it. The big cat, and by subarticulating, we're kind of nudging that word forward. Good. Let's try another page.
The big cat cleans. The big cat. The big cat cries.
So I could do this as cross-checking, or I could do this as check the first letter. I think this time I'll do it as cross-checking. So what's that cat doing? He has had such a long day. He's doing all kinds of things. He's so tired. What's that cat doing? If the child says cries, then I can say it could be cries or it could be sleeps. What would you expect to see at the beginning of the word sleeps? S, find sleeps. Sleeps. Now read the whole thing. And that's how I would do that last page. Hopefully, as you're doing this, it's getting easier and easier to think about what the prompt would be. We'll just keep practicing until we get really fluent with that.